Well, it's warm, it's passionate, it's sexy, it's there forever.
If imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, the stone industry should be blushing. Who isn't copying us?
Well, it's permanence. Natural stone is there forever.
A beautiful product, a beautiful building material, an elegant building material, a sustainable building material.
I love the enduring beauty of natural stone.
It provides every design feature you could possibly want.
It's simply the finest building product on the planet.
What is there not to like about natural stone?
Ever since primitive times, the use of natural stone has been a constant. When early humans learned to chip one rock against another, they initiated a creative legacy that has endured through time. Cultures from ancient to contemporary have used natural or genuine stone to build structures for their own dwellings, to worship their gods, and house their institutions of government and learning. From an architectural point of view, it started with the pyramids in Egypt, then spread like wildfire through Greece, the Roman Empire, the Taj Mahal in India, the great churches of Europe, and on and on. Today, there are thousands of examples around the world offering testimony to the creativity, individuality, beauty, and durability that comes from building with natural stone. Great buildings of all sizes and shapes have evolved from the drawings of the world's master architects and designers, who have always had an appreciation for the world's oldest and most versatile and sustainable building materials. Even as they mature gracefully, timeless landmarks such as the Empire State Building, the Pentagon, the Wrigley Building in Chicago, and the National Cathedral are testimony to all that is good about natural stone. The tradition continues today, where the desire to incorporate the use of granite, marble, limestone, travertine, sandstone, fieldstone, and other materials is more vibrant in every venue where stone is used. This includes the home, where stone at one time was thought of as a material affordable only for the wealthy. The utilization of natural stone is based primarily on the acknowledgement that man, with all of his technology, simply cannot duplicate in the laboratory or plant what it took nature millions and millions of years to create. Today, the palette of colors and patterns available for commercial and residential applications is simply mind-boggling, as is the value equation for the end user. The reason? Technology. Every segment of the stone industry has undergone a transformation over the past 2 decades. The use of diamond wires and other systems for quarrying has drastically reduced the time it takes to get a piece of stone out of the ground and substantially improved yields. This new technology has enabled quarrying to be accomplished in areas once thought too remote to create a stone business. As a result, stones are now being quarried and shipped to the United States from more than 50 countries around the world, versus just a handful not too long ago. When it comes to fabricating slabs from giant blocks of stone, the improvement in productivity is just as stunning. Multi-wire diamond cutting systems have reduced the time it takes to slab a block of granite from 2 days required by gang saws to about 6 hours. With incredible speed and precision, marble, granite, and other tiles made from natural stone are cut, polished, packaged, and shipped to installers around the world. In the fabricating shop, sophisticated CAD and computer-driven cutting, boring, and polishing systems have to a large extent reduced handwork and drastically improved quality. Because of automation, a single operator can now run 2 or 3 machines and produce in a day what would have required 10 men to do little more than a decade ago. In the commercial field, new computer-aided techniques have stretched the bounds of creativity. Fabricators now produce thinner panels and sophisticated fastening and adhesion devices, all of which expand the use of natural stone at a more cost-effective price. And of course, in the residential arena, the revolution continues as natural or genuine stone continues to be the material of choice as homeowners utilize marble, granite, travertine, and other stone treatments in kitchens, baths, and elsewhere in the home. The ever-expanding color and pattern palette has helped stimulate the business among kitchen and bath designers and architects. Jonathan Zanger, who has been in the stone distribution business for about 3 decades, says the palette of stones has expanded almost 100-fold.
We were an importer of stone, and we used to say we had, I think we used to say we had 400 natural stones. Now you can go on an international stone website to look at the availability of different materials, and they're probably, and they're well over 2,000 different stones available.
That's one of the reasons the architectural and design community loves natural stone.
It's the fact that it's not man-made, and so the surprise of what it reveals when you see it, when you cut it open, when you look at it, it's perhaps a better artist than man could ever be.
I think that stone has a classic quality about it, sort of eternal, and it adds a lot of grace to a project and a sense of permanence and luxury.
If you talk to any architect who particularly steeped in history, stone has an integrity because of the virtue of it being a natural material. A material which also has an architectural history of more than 3,000 years.
And the older it gets, the better it looks.
If you have the ability to use stone, it's a tremendous plus.
Not only is natural or genuine stone beautiful, versatile, and durable, it is the most sustainable of all. As you look at all of the great buildings around the world that are still standing beautifully after centuries, one wonders why anyone would even question the sustainability of nature's oldest building material. Most folks in the stone business will tell you that's because the industry has been slow to put together the facts needed to satisfy the design community's craving for information on how stone plays in today's green movement and drive for lead points on projects. That's happening now as the Natural Stone Council, a group of a dozen trade and stone industry organizations, has spent several years developing a platform of information and solid facts on natural stone as a sustainable material. An ANSI-based standard, NSC 373, is being rolled out now by NSC and a dozen stone industry organizations to the consuming and design publics. NSC also has a committee working with both the Mine Safety and Health Administration and the Occupational Safety and Health Administration to streamline inspection and enforcement processes and ensure that from quarrying to processing, the stone industry is as safe as can be.
We have to show people, we have to educate people that our industry mines the product sustainably, but also the processing of stone is not very energy intensive. It's processed in a sustainable way, and then when you add that to the lifespan of the product, you come up with a product that is, hugely sustainable. And we are elevating ourselves, and we are making stone green and sustainable. It will be, in my opinion, the most sustainable product on the planet as we move forward.
I don't think we have to prove it's sustainable. I think we have to tell the story that it's sustainable, okay? It's a natural product. It's the most natural thing in the entire world. God created it.
Only natural stone is nature's own. To help assure that you always get the real thing, the Natural Stone Council has launched a major branding campaign which positions genuine stone as a truly one-of-a-kind material that uniquely enhances building or landscape projects. The cornerstone of the campaign, which has now been embraced by nearly 500 organizations around the world, is the Genuine Stone logo, which represents the symbol for the real thing. So remember, genuine stone is always the natural choice.